All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am on a weight loss journey. I am down 70 pounds. I'm at the point where thank you. So my friend asked me what my goal weight was, and I said, what is that? He said, what's the weight you were at your happiest? And I thought about it, and I said, well, I used to weigh 8 pounds. And that was before I was born because I was a 9.5-pound baby. So hear me out. When you're in utero before you're born, you don't have to pay rent, so I had free room and board. I had a water bed. I had cable. Times were pretty good. So not to be outdone on my weight loss journey, my wife completed a 9-month bodybuilding program when she gave birth to our daughter. So I remember when our daughter was born, my wife went into labor. I called the midwife, and the midwife said, is this your wife's first child? And I said, no, this is her husband. And that's kind of how the day was going to go for me, because I used comedy and humor to diffuse tension, and it was going to be a very tense day. So we get in the car, I drive to the clinic, and made the mistake of telling the midwife that I did comedy. I say that's a mistake because when you tell somebody you do comedy, one of two things happen. They either say, tell me a joke, or they proceed to audition for Acme's Funniest Person Contest. And given the circumstances, my wife did not want to hear jokes from anybody. So I was kindly asked to maintain a vow of silence until spoken to. Which was too bad, because I stood next to her the entire time and held her hand, and whenever she complained about being uncomfortable, I wanted to say, at least you get to lay down. But I didn't, because I couldn't. So the moment comes for the big push, and the midwife goes, it's going to be okay, Amy. It'll all be over soon. And this made me a little nervous, and so I broke my vow of silence, and I said, excuse me, my wife's name isn't Amy. And the midwife looks at me, and she goes, I know, I'm Amy. And she gives me this look you give idiot dads, and if there's any other dads in here, you can vouch for me. There is a look you get when you're a dad, and people think you're an idiot. And simultaneously conveys wonder and amazement, as in, I wonder if you really are that stupid, and I am amazed you were able to procreate. So my daughter comes out, Amy checks her over, and she goes, I'm sorry, I have some bad news for you. It looks like your daughter was born with 4 kidneys. And I go, oh no. And she goes, but the good news, as she gets older, 2 of them will grow into adult knees. All right, my name is Chris Dean. Thank you for your time.